Hello, very true. Welcome back. I'm the real Andy Shademan, and welcome to another day full of tea. It is time for the Pop Smash with Andy. We are gonna be talking about everything as usual. So, welcome, everyone. It is a new week, so I hope that you are ready to have the best week ever. If you are in LA, it's gonna get a little bit hot this week, but then, I am so done with summer. I mean, I'm so sorry, I just don't like summer. I don't like the heat. I don't like the sun. I don't like to sweat. I don't like to wear only t-shirts and shorts. I don't like it. I'm ready for fall. I want pumpkin spice everything. I want Halloween. I want Thanksgivings. I want winter. I want to be able to dress. I want it all. Oh my God. Especially here in LA. I know there are places that gets really cold during the winter. That's not my vibe either. It's just like here in LA, like I just like, my ideal temperature is probably around 68 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Like that's my nice area. That's how I could be happily ever after. But I don't like the rain either. I don't like the excessive cold. So I'm just a complicated order bitch kind of person, when it comes to the weather. But anyways, how are you guys? Welcome back. If you are new here, welcome to the BEVERLY Troop, where we spill the tea. We talk about pop culture, reality TV, Hollywood, Bravo, like you name it, we have it all over here. If you are probably coming from my old YouTube channel, welcome back. You made it to the good side. I mean, it is a struggle. I'm still like, I don't even know how are we gonna do this. Like, I have 34,000 people on that other YouTube channel, and I don't know how to move every single one of them over here. But you know what? Let's keep it positive, because things always, always go well. That's what I like to think. Everything happened for a reason, and here we are, and whoever comes here are the people who deserve to be here. And if you are new here, well, welcome to this new old family. All right, guys, so we're gonna talk about everything. Today I'm gonna do it a little bit different. I usually do either first Bravo and then pop culture, or first pop culture and then Bravo. Today I'm just gonna be mixing it up. Just like, let's just talk about everything just as it comes. And I want to hear your opinions, okay? I want to know every single thing that you are thinking about every topic. So leave me a comment below for every single topic that we are discussing, so I can answer you back. Also, I'm playing with the idea of doing, my first official Q&A or something. So, if you go to my community tab, I think I did a post over there, so you can leave your questions to do that Q&A over there. It is so surreal because my other YouTube channel. So the problem is not that the YouTube channel are deactivated, because that's not the case. The other YouTube channel is active. It's just has been shadow banned, so I cannot, like, if I post things there, no one is going to receive those videos, and of course is demonetized. So like, it's very hard. I don't know what is going to happen with that channel, to be honest with you, but I am not going to delete it anytime soon. I just hoping that I can win this war with YouTube one day. But you know what, even if I am able to, I don't even know, like, not get shadow banned, like, all my content will be done on that channel. Like, this is the new channel. It is what it is, I want to thank you guys before, I start with everything about, everything. I have received your messages. The one of you who have been sending contributions, I really, really thank you, because as you know, again, my channels are not monetized, not this one, not the old one. My TikTok is down. Like, the whole thing has been just a mess for me right now. So the only way that you can support me or my channel is through PayPal, and the link is in the description below, because I cannot receive either super chats or super stickers or any of that here. Actually, my Cameo is also active. I have to put that link. I'm gonna look into it because I haven't done that in a while. But for now, the only way that you can actually help me and this channel is through PayPal, and the description is on the description. Well, the link is on the description below. And thank you. I have received, your messages, your donations, your everything. You guys are amazing. All right, so let's start talking about this. Now we get all of these things out. It is time to start spilling all of this tea, girl. So, Sheena Shea, look, I don't even know how Sheena Shea out of nowhere became like the glue of the Bravoverse. It is wild to me that all of the roots, the ways, I don't even know how to say it, like goes to Sheena. Everyone knows Sheena. Everyone has something to do with Sheena. Housewives, other Bravo celebrities, A-list stars, like everyone has something to do with Sheena Shea. That's very impressive for someone who is not really active on a reality TV show anymore, like a lot of people who are on reality TV shows, as soon as they leave the show, it's kind of like done for them. But Sheena somehow has maintained these contacts with absolutely everyone. It's honestly like, if you really think about it, it's kind of like the ultimate socialite. And I kind of like have so much respect for her for doing that, because maintaining contacts, especially in Hollywood and here in LA, it is so hard. And she just, I don't know, like, I don't know if she wakes up every day and like choose a letter and then send a message to every single person on that letter. Like, I have no idea what she's doing, how she's doing it. Like, I honestly don't know. But like, everything is about Sheena Shea. However, she can always be in a little bit of controversies here and there, which I'm thinking is how she maintained herself relevant. And now she's talking about her broken friendship with Ariana. As you know, the two of them used to be super BFF, up and down, for richer or for poor, in sickness and in health. They were together for absolutely everything. But I think, after Vanderpump Rules, it kind of like started like breaking. But even if you really think about it, guys, because I know a lot of you wants to blame this on Scandoval or Tom Sandoval or whatever. Even before this, I feel that Ariana start to really disengage from a lot of people, including Sheena, like way before Scandoval. However, okay, so Sheena Shea did said that she miss her best friend. She says, I know we'll always have such a deep love for each other, and friendships uh, evolve and flow. Maybe one day it flows back together, but for now, I love seeing all of her success. Um, I don't know, like, I'm gonna tell you something, and this might be a little bit controversial, but I have never really been a big fan of Ariana, you know? I don't hate her by any means. I don't really dislike her, but I have just never been able to really vibe with her. And from the time that she was on Vanderpump Rules, before Scandoval, I never really even think that much about her. I mean, to me, most of the time she was just Tom Sandoval's girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, I never really saw a huge commitment from Ariana to be part of Vanderpump Rules. You know what I mean? Um, when Scandoval happens, I think that she just wanted, blind loyalty, that she just wanted black or white. I know it was a traumatic situation. Um, but I do believe that the reaction of the public was what make it bigger than what it was. Yes, getting cheating on is not fun. It sucks. I think many of us have been there before, and it's very painful. but it's never really the end of the world. You know what I mean? Like, you just kind of like move on from that, you know? And I think she was never able to really move on from that because she was on a reality show where she was going to be forced to film with this guy, to spend time with this guy, and not only her, but absolutely everyone, right? I also believe that she wanted this blind loyalty that absolutely everyone will just turn on Tom Sandoval. And at the end of the day, you cannot control other people's relationships because your experience with that person is not the same experience that other people have with that person, you know? So that person might be an ass to you and a complete trash to you, but it might also be a saint and a savior to someone else, you know? So you cannot expect something like that, like a cheating situation, to for absolutely everyone to turn on the other person. And I think that she never really let go of that. When it comes to Sheena, you know, she said it many times, you know, like, of course I don't agree with him, I don't agree with what he did, he's disgusting, he's all of that, but this person has been my friend for 15 years. He was there for me in the really darkest moments of my life. He literally helped me financially when I needed it, you know, in the past, no question asked. He has been a really good friend. How am I supposed to turn my back on this guy and also have the back of this girl, you know? And I think when you grow up, you are able to like really maintain relationships with everyone unless it really affects you personally, you know? And I think that's what Sheena really wanted it to do. And I think that's something that Ariana never really get like understood. You know, she wanted it to be completely loyal. She wanted it to be like whatever you say, Queen Ariana. But I think all of that was fueled by the people, you know, how absolutely everyone got involved in a scandal. And so I don't know, you know. I think Sheena it's okay without Ariana. And Ariana is clearly really good without Sheena, you know? So sometimes friends and people, time in your life is just for a brief moment, you know? And that brief moment can be 10 years, right? But then one day you're gonna put that on a scale and you're gonna realize that that time that you were with that person was so short in relation to the rest of your life. You know what I mean? So my thing to Ariana will be like, just don't sweat it. And to Sheena, I'm sorry, will be just don't sweat it. You know, just like move on with your life. You know, I don't believe that Sheena did anything wrong. To be honest with you, I think that she did what it was okay for her and what her heart was telling her to do. You know, and I think people who wants to give Sheena a hard time still over a scandal, it's just a little bit too much. You know, like when is it going to be enough? I do agree with Lala in that last episode of Vanderpump Rules when she says what he did was horrible, was disgusting, but he did not kill another person. He cheated, and that's it, and that happens, and it's not gonna be the first or the last person to cheat or to get cheated on. But he did not kill someone, you know. So like, I don't know, you know. So let me know what you guys think on the comments below about that one, because I know a lot of people have a lot of different opinions about it, right? Okay, so let's talk a little bit about one of my favorite topics in the world, bitch. Tomorrow, September 16th, is the premiere of The Real Housewife of Salt Lake City. We have been praying for this day for so long. It's kind of like life really gets good when we have our girls of Salt Lake City on the TV. Look, I have my alliances. You know that I'm gonna be rooting for some of my ladies. But I also like to go into every season with an open mind because you don't know exactly what is going to happen, or what dramas are really going to be happening during this season, right? Uh, so I cannot tell you to let's root for this person. Yeah, you will do whatever you want to do. I will tell you, I love Lisa Barlow, I love Meredith Marks. Like, I mean, those are kind of like my girls, but I'm also really kind of like liking Mary Cosby every day a little bit more. I enjoy, wait, who else is in there? Oh my, I mean, Heather Gay, I think she's goodish. She's kind of like in the middle. But I do believe that Angie, Bronwyn, and definitely Whitney are not gonna be my jam. I feel like something is wrong over there. Angie is so good for reality TV, and I have had high hopes for her for a very long time. But I don't think she's a good friend, to be honest with you. I just don't feel it. And when it comes to Bronwyn, same thing. I think there is some kind of like weird jealousy going on in there. And then we have Whitney, whose only job is literally being obsessed with Lisa. I don't understand it. To me, it's the weirdest thing in the world that you have made your life purpose on this show for 6 years already to be obsessed with your relationship with Lisa Barlow. And the worst part is Lisa doesn't even engage with her. She in general, she just live her life, never talks about Whitney when they are not filming. But Whitney is constantly talking and bashing and like obsessing about Lisa Barlow. I feel like Whitney has like a room with like pictures of Lisa, connecting dots, and like has like dolls of Lisa Barlow somewhere, and she just goes every night being like, Lisa, Lisa. Lisa lives rent free on Whitney's head. It is the weirdest thing in the world. Even walking red carpets like the Emmys yesterday. Whitney Rose is talking about Lisa Barlow and how she has problems with her. Like, to me, it's just so wild, which it's already confirming me that this year we will have Whitney Rose obsessing over Lisa Barlow. And then we have Whitney Rose using her minions, which are going to be Bronwyn Newport and Angie Katzenevas. And it's so annoying because I will get it if Lisa was this huge bad person. If she was doing all of this shit on camera, or even outside of the camera all the time. She does nothing. They are so jealous because Lisa is just a great housewife. She gives us great one-liners. She's funny without wanting to be funny. She can stand her own ground. She's not afraid of anything. She has legit businesses, and she is a rich bitch. And I feel that these girls are so jealous of her. And like they just want to take her down. I just don't understand it. I know it gave for great reality TV, so like I always have to give huge kudos to Lisa for putting up with all of this behavior, because I think at what point Lisa is going to react. Lisa is gonna like tell some of these girls to fuck off, and guess what is going to happen? They're gonna be like, she told me to fuck. Like, how could she? They're gonna act like a victim, and it's the annoyingest thing to watch ever. At some point, we need to realize, I already realized it. I don't know how many of you have realized it, that Whitney Rose literally has no other storyline than Lisa Barlow. Okay, she's not talking. I mean, she already like give up the whole healing situation. She never talks about Justin and all of his legal things and the multi-level accusations and all of that. Even her own company has been accused of being a scam multiple times by multiple people on social media platforms with receipts. No one says anything about that. But to go and trash Lisa over whatever shit that happens, they are right there first in line. They're gonna be talking about the lawsuits against Lisa Barlow, and then it's kind of like every single one of those lawsuits have been dismissed. Not even like what is it called when you get into like an agreement outside of court? You know what I mean, right? Not even that, like literally dismissed. Like there is no grounds to do these lawsuits. And these girls are literally taking every single thing that they can find to take Lisa Barlow down. It is the weirdest shit that I have ever seen. And this is going to be another season of the same for Whitney Rose. That's the only thing that annoys me. I'm very excited about all of the other ladies. But Whitney is always the same shit. And she goes into other people's ears, and it is so easy, like, to manipulate them. Like Angie has so much potential to be a great housewife, but why has she been such a bad friend from the very beginning to Lisa? It's like they have this hot thing for Lisa. When all of the shit happened with Monica Garcia, Darnell Powell, whatever her last name was, Lisa went out there to defend Angie Katzeneva, and Angie decided to just take it against Lisa. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But this is why we love this show, because this petty drama is what we crave. Like, give me drama with a touch of like unrelatable wellness. No, not wellness. Wealthness. That's what I want. Like I want rich bitches who can do whatever the fuck they want to do, and that they are petty AF, and gave us great wine-liners so we can make merch. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm very excited. Tomorrow, great premiere, so stay tuned, because probably on Wednesday we're gonna be dissecting all of that first episode of Salt Lake City. All right, so let's talk a little bit about another situation that is happening out there. Denise Richards versus her I don't know, asshole ex-husband, Aaron. Girl, it is the weirdest thing ever. So Aaron, a couple days ago, he was on the news doing a tour of the house that Denise abandoned, and it was supposed to be all trash and disgusting, and he was trying to blame everything on Denise, like Denise was this bad person, with all of these dogs here and like all of that shit. And then I'm just thinking, like, wait, didn't your parents were living there rent free? Like, first of all, Denise doesn't even own this house. It's a rental. So Denise Richards has been paying the rent of this house for God knows how long. And Aaron's parents were living there. And why is no one like taking care of this house? Were they expecting that Denise also pay for a maid or something? Were they expect, like, I just don't understand, because Aaron has no money. He literally said that he has not made any money in over a year. Like zero. So how are you parents surviving, and why are you blaming Denise? Is it Denise's responsibility to take care of your parents? Like, what is really going on over here? And I think it's such a backfire on him, because he's literally showing us that he is a piece of shit. That he's not even taking care of his own parents, Now, they have 15 dogs. Why do they have 15 dogs? Okay? Like, why? Super weird. Now, Denise, after all of the allegations and the camera and the news or whatever, went into the house, today, Denise Richards has been, seen with some moving trucks taking all of her shit out of that house and also the dogs. So she's taking care of everything. But my question is, if you were married to this girl, right? And your parents are living rent free on the house that your wife is paying for, why are you not doing the bare minimum and keep the house tied yourself? It sounds to me like she's doing you a favor by letting your parents live there rent free, and you are the one who's not capable of doing anything. Is he still kind of like pretending to, you know, talk to aliens or something? Like, what is his deal in all of this? It was also like super weird that he will try to destroy Denise Richards, and we were all like, what? He's like, oh, all the second floor is full of Denise shed, and it seems like everything is like on the floor, and it looks like someone, just got in there and robbed the house, right? And I'm just thinking, why is he not like taking care of all of these things? As a married person, that's what you do. Like, my husband is not here right now in the house because he's traveling. That doesn't mean that I am just gonna take care of my shed, and leave all of his shed untouched, and I'm not gonna fix anything because that's not my problem. You know what I mean? It is like so weird. That's what you do. Believe me, if he was paying for the house where my parents were staying, I will make sure, even if I have to do it myself, that that house was pristine, that it was so clean and well maintained, and just everything was in order. I don't like. What do you guys think? I mean, how do you feel about that one? Let me know in the comments below. All right, let's talk a little bit about Miss Katy Perry. Girl, the rumor on the streets are that she is in fact dating ex-Prime Minister Justin Trudeau from Canada. So when I was in Denmark like a month and a half ago, the first rumors start to coming out, and I remember because I literally was walking through like the middle of the city, and I started looking at the news and how, they were on a date together, and it was like a 3-hour date, and they went to like different places and all of that, and they're trying to keep it like all secretively, because I think Katie is still divorcing Orlando Bloom, and all of that. But we really never think anything about it. But apparently, according to a new report from US Weekly, they are saying that they are actually dating, like for real dating, but they are just decided to be much private, which means they are not even going to public dates. Like, they're just going into like in-house dates or very, very like deal places to actually meet and just spend some time together. I just don't know why so much secrecy, like I mean, she's no longer with Orlando Bloom. Actually, I don't know what is the deal with Justin Trudeau. I think he was also divorcing. I don't know. But anyways, like I don't understand when they are trying to be this secretive. Like, it is what it is. And they actually look really good together. Like, I will literally ship them together. So I don't know. Anyways, let me know how you feel about this couple over here. All right. Now, let's fly very quickly to England. They have some news about the royals, okay? Because this whole situation of Prince Harry finally meeting with King Charles again after 3 years has been a little bit more of like what people were expecting. Okay. Apparently, you know, King Charles wants to spend more time with his grandkids. He wants to restore the family unit. And Prince Harry has wanted to, talk to his parent again, and like, do the whole thing for a long time, right? Well, there are a couple of things. Apparently, Meghan Markle might not be as happy with this reunion. Okay. Now, I think we need to understand something. I think there is a lot of pain on Meghan Markle with the royal family, which she's entitled to feeling it. But also, like, we need to understand that Prince Harry, like, this is his family. This is his dad. This is his brother. This is everything he knows. And he grew up as part of the royalty. And even if he was not a royal, again, this is his family, right? So it's going to be very hard for him to just say like I am not going to talk to you anymore. I think that's a very big decision to make. And Prince Harry has always wanted to really, really restore the family relationships. And after he met with King Charles, he was so happy. He was visibly happy. He was smiling everywhere. He was talking to everyone. He was like this, like Prince Harry that we used to know for years ago. He wants to be back in England. Okay, I don't think he likes America. I mean, America is a mess right now, but like he does not like America. I think that he wants to go back, but Meghan Markle does not want to be back. Meghan Markle wants to be here because over there everyone hates her. you know so now it's going to be like, okay, let's restore the relationship with Prince Harry, and then let's try to restore the relationship with Meghan, right? Now it has been reported that King Charles scheduled a Zoom with Meghan Markle and eventually his grandkids as well. I said this from the very beginning, because I do believe that there were a lot of mistakes made by absolutely everyone, right? And I believe that every single person involved in this drama needs to apologize and take accountability. But if they do it, I think there is a way for them to just return, and kind of like do like be a family, right? Again, King Charles has like a foot on the other side. And of course, I think Prince Harry is going to have to like somehow mend the fence with also Prince William, which has been very, very angry at him for all of this situation. So I think this is far from over, but definitely it is a good thing that, things are moving on between them. And look, I don't know, maybe because I'm Latino, but like I'm a sucker for family. So I just really, really want them to be together, but not to be together just to be together. I would really want them to talk and to mend things and to, find a positive way to move forward. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think about that one in the comments below. Now, a couple things. Yesterday was the Emmys, and a weird thing happened because, there were like the Emmys, of course, but there was not that much buzz around the Emmys. Like we saw little things here and there. Like, I mean, there are great shows who got Emmys, the Pete, Severance, the Studio. We saw the Traitors win a bunch of like Emmys. Like they're like it was kind of like what you were expecting, but for some reason, not a lot of people were really talking about the Emmys. So much that it trended for a little bit on social media, but then everyone was kind of like doing their own things. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm in this world, I'm watching all of these things all the time. I even feel that there was a little bit more commotion around the VMAs than the Emmys, you know, and the Emmys are supposed to be like the higher honor for like TV shows and all of that. So I was expecting a little bit more of, you know, talk and commotion and like things, but there was like no spectacle. Like the jokes were not really that good. Like the speech were not that powerful. It was being reported that they lost a bunch of money in charity. Like, I don't know, like it feels kind of like disconnected. You know what I mean? So, I mean, congratulations to the winners, because again, great shows and great people win Emmys, but it didn't feel like it was like, you know, like wow. There is not even one like really memorable moment from the night. It was just like people receiving awards, and that was pretty much it. So I don't know, what was your favorite moment of the night? Let me know in the comments below. And I think that's pretty much it, you know. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. How do you feel about everything? Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for keeping me company. Again, as I said at the beginning, guys, your donations are everything right now. So thank you so much for giving whatever you can give, you know. I'm working on other places, you know, but for now, the only way that I have available is PayPal, you know. So we'll see, you know, we'll see what is going to happen. But thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Keep being engaged, keep watching all of my videos, keep leaving me all of your comments. I need the algorithm of YouTube to really like understand what we're doing here. So keep pushing my videos to a bigger audience, and we can keep bringing all the people on all of, you know, the family that we have on the other channel. So, and the only way to do that is by, you know, how you said that, like not integration, but like, you know, to be here, you know, so to be involved. So I need everyone to do that, to comment in every single video, to like it, to share it on your Facebook groups, share it with other people, you know, like. But anyways, I am very grateful for all of your help, guys. You know, this has been, I thought the last time was hard on me, but I think this time has been even harder, because this attack this time really hit hard, you know. And I'm just trying to survive over here, you know, doing what I love and doing what I'm good at, you know. So let's keep going. Anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.